Every week on Real Estate News, our in-house finance expert, Iggy Damiani, fills us in on the latest movements in the market.
It's been a couple of weeks now since the RBA decided to leave the cash rate on hold for the month of August. The cash rate sits at 3.5%. But economist Stephen Koukoulas, he was one of the only few economists out there suggesting that the RBA should have dropped interest rates. His concerns are the Australian dollar. The Australian dollar is now hovering around $1.05, and he feels that this is just going to push the Australian dollar higher. Nonetheless, the majority of economists were not surprised to see that the cash rate remained on hold. Now we're going to have a look at a historical chart of interest rates, and I'm going to suggest that it's not affordability and nothing to do with interest rates that's hurting people, but more so the lifestyle. Have a look at this chart. If we look at the historical cash rate, we can see that at the start of the 1990s, interest rates peaked. The cash rate peaked at 17%. And then, of course, we saw a major drop, but we're still seeing historically low interest rates. Then last decade, interest rates peaked in December of 2007 and then dropped around 2008 and through to early 2009. That, of course, was a GFC. But since then, we've seen it pick up and now a gradual fall once again. When we look at that chart, you can see that at the start of the 1990s, it was the equivalent of paying off your home loan on current credit card interest rates. Those times were tough. At the moment, you can get variable rates from 5.8%. That is not where the huge expense is going. The two major expenses Australian households see is firstly tax and secondly their interest repayments on their homes. But again, at 5.8%, it is not a major expense. It comes down to lifestyle, and I see this with a lot of my clients. We seem to have this attitude that's insatiable of having to go out and purchase things we cannot afford on a daily basis. This is where it's going to make a big difference for households to keep up with their debt repayments. I'm Iggy Damiani. I'll see you next week.